Okay, so in 7 days, I turn 30. So for us to celebrate together, today I'm going to give y'all 7 tips of things I've learned in my 20s. And the first thing I've learned is fuck them people's opinion because they gonna run their mouth about you anyway. So you might as well do what you want to do and live your life the way you want to live it, because whether you're doing good, doing bad, making good choices, bad choices, people gonna talk. So live your life and fuck them people. The next lesson is you can be a friend, but that doesn't mean you have a friend. And what I mean by that is, like, just because you are a friend to somebody, like, that doesn't mean it's mutual. So as you assess who your chosen family is in your adult life, and you assess who your friends are, you also need to assess what that really looks like to people that you're claiming friendship with, because it may not look the same. The third lesson is rejection is freedom. So within the SZA album, how the man on the track was like, if nobody wants you, you're free. Yes. And what I've learned, that I used to run from rejection. I just despised it. And I realized that was my ego. That was my ego being wounded because I wanted something and that thing or that person did not want me back, and that hurt. But it hurt my ego. And what I realized is that if I truly believe the universe has my back, then they are saving me. They are helping me get to where I want to go or do what I want to do quicker by not letting me get that thing or have that person that I thought I really, really wanted, because there's something better. So rejection is freedom. Fourth lesson today is that success is subjective. So whatever success is defined by you for your life, that is totally up to you. And the next person may not think that, the last person may not think that, but we're gonna circle back to lesson 1, which is fuck them people. So if backpacking across Europe is what a successful life looks like to you, go ahead and do that, baby, because it's your life. And what you deem to be success and how that looks for your life, it's on you to decide. You have the power to choose. So work with your power. Fifth lesson is I had to learn how to forgive my parents. And in some ways, I'm still learning how to forgive my parents for their shortcomings and everything that they had to learn through being a parent, because we know there's no guidebook, right? But in order for me to be a better parent to my own child, I had to learn to forgive them. But because before my parents were my parents, they were humans, and they had their own traumas, their own shortcomings, their own things that they need to heal from and work through. And again, there's no guidebook to being a parent. So when I realized that they are humans just like me, and I took them off that pedestal and I took responsibility for the things I felt like I was lacking from them, and learned to start to heal those shortcomings and heal that trauma, life just became a lot easier. And I took my power back, because it's not about being a victim or having to get it out the mud. Those things are unfortunate, but I could still be a good person in spite of, and really just take accountability for the things I can now control as an adult and how my life is as an adult. And I can't blame my parents for that. So forgiving them definitely is a lesson I had to learn. Sixth lesson I had to learn is age is not indicative of maturity. There are really 40-year-olds out here not taking accountability for nothing, choosing the victim mindset over the victor mindset. Age does not mean that you have nothing to bring to the workplace or your school or whatever just because you're young. There are very young people who are geniuses. They have knowledge. You have knowledge. So just because you're the youngest person in the room, don't think that you have nothing to contribute. And even if the oldest person in the room is near you, everyone should be a student for life. And if they don't have that mindset, and if you're around people that think that they know it all, get as far away from them as possible so their ignorance does not rub off on you, because age is not indicative of maturity. Seventh lesson that we're going to talk about today is you have to allow people to do what they are going to do. People are going to make the choices they're going to make. And if people want to be in your life, they're going to be there. So all we have the power to control is how we respond, how we react, and what we allow. So essentially, You have to let people around you do what they're going to do, make the choices they're going to make because we cannot control them. And then you move accordingly. So those are my 7 tips for today. Come back tomorrow because I'm going to have 6 more tips to share what I've learned in my lifetime before I hit 30. Make sure you subscribe. See you tomorrow.